Hello. Welcome back to another fabulous and wonderful episode of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now, today's very special video is just a little mini tour, nothing too spectacular or crazy. But after the season finale of this past update, and we got all the new house skins that could be turned into other buildings, it gave me a little bit of an idea. So I decided to make a little cabin. Now this cabin is really special to me. Nothing too crazy. It was just something fun I decided to do after the update. It took me a few days and a lot of buying stuff from Scrooge's shop, but I think it's totally worth it. It looks fabulous as ever. So let's go ahead and check it out. But two announcements real quick. The first announcement is, even though it's a little mini tour, we still have a wonderful companion to hang out with on this beautiful tour. And no, it's not Ariel who's chilling in the back. I don't know why she's here. She decided to randomly stand around. No, we brought one of my favorite gal pals, Moana. I don't get to hang out with her too terribly much, so I thought this would be an excellent time to take her on this tour. And also, second announcement, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below because you never know what's going to happen here. Trust me, I never know. Remember, guys, we're still trying to make it to 300 followers by the end of the year. I know it can be achieved. So let's make it happen, guys. 300 followers by the end of the year. You never know what could happen here. You have a good evening, too. I'm pretty sure that was Kristoff. Yep. Bye, Kristoff. Wonderful to see you as always. But yes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below because, like I always say, guys, you never know what's going to happen here. But let's go ahead, let's start this tour. We'll start outside of this beautiful cabin and then work our way inside. Now to start off this fabulous tour, I made the outside of the cabin look very cute and quaint, like a little vacation spot, nothing too crazy. We just have a little chair. Of course, it's one of my favorite seating chairs. I'm not gonna lie, this one has just got some beautiful colors to it, so I absolutely love this chair. Or sofa. Whichever one you want to call it. And then back here we have a cute little crafting bench. Apparently some thorns I forgot to clean up. And a little hangout area where you can just sit down and relax and enjoy your vacation. Now I know what y'all are thinking. What makes this cabin so special? What makes this cabin so unique? Well, I'm going to be honest, guys. I was a little, and by a little I mean a lot, inspired by the elements from the Star Path that just came out. I never seen the movie. I know it hasn't come out yet, but I saw several people doing beautiful dress designs for the element characters and doing all some crazy stuff with some of the element stuff we got in this recent Star Path. So it inspired me to work on the inside of this cabin. So each room in this cabin is based on an element, if that is rather obvious. So let's go ahead and walk on in so we can see this wonderful cabin. Now the first room on this tour is one of my favorite rooms that I crafted in this entire cabin, and that is the Earth room. I love this room, 100%. I love this room. Everything from the Figment flower centerpiece to the Tangled chair, the Lion King window, of course the Beauty and the Beast fountain, which adds just a beautiful melody to the ear when you sit down in this relaxing environment. We also got, of course, this amazing table. It ain't the coolest table I've made, trust me, I got some cooler ones in the other parts of the house, but I thought for my first design, my first kind of furniture design, I thought this was cute, simple, and it brought the elegance and the point I wanted to make, which was an earthy flower area that is just beautiful. It's just beautiful, and it stands out. It stands out mainly because a lot of the extra details, such as the flowers and the doors and everything, are mainly, browns and these deep shades of green, which I love because it really ties in this whole room together. But the pop of white really accentuates that certain area because it's one of those areas that really stand out. Granted, this entire room stands out for being just simply beautiful, but I love that table and I love this room and I think it's just fabulous and wonderful. This one's my favorite because of all the detail I've added. Granted, the rest of the house has lots of details because each room has their own custom piece that I've made. But yes, I absolutely love this room. The figment plant, the pumpkin carrots, the waterfall, the Lion King windows, of course my favorite tangle chair, and then all the individual little flowers on this table back here. Just super, super cute. Yeah, I added all the vines and the beautiful tree bark. I also have just the wonderful bamboo and just the various types of flowers. Really just makes this room stand out. And of course the wallpaper with all the purple ties in a lot of the other theming we have, which is the beautiful deep shade that really ties in and makes the green pop out, because I'm a firm believer that purple and green really accentuate their areas when put together. Like, those are two beautiful colors that make each other just pop so fabulously. And of course we always have the touch of gold. Like, a little bit of trimming of gold never really hurts. I 100% love this conservatory area. It's just simply beautiful. Why don't we check out the rest of the house? We'll start on the right this time and make our way around. Now, this room, as you could probably clearly see, is inspired by the element water. I love this room. Not as much as the first room, but this room was super, super, super fun to craft. Again, y'all know me. I love me blues. You know this. We all know this. So this was a super fun room to craft. Being based on water, of course, I had to use a lot of the Little Mermaid and Moana pieces, and I had to add the tank. I had to add the tank group together because this really just made the centerpiece just pop some more. Of course, we had the element pillars we got from the star path. I had this nice rug to kind of simulate sandy little areas with, of course, the pop of flowers. The beautiful, like, I love this fire pit. I'm not gonna lie, this is a beautiful fire pit. But this beautiful blue fire pit with the water and the manta ray statues. Don't forget the manta ray statues. Like, these things are just wicked cool, and I love them. I'm glad they were dirt cheap when I bought them at the shop. And then, of course, we got just a cute, basic kitchen setup with just light blues. Yeah, I think we've seen this kitchen setup in my house before. Love it here, though. Really ties in this area. And then, of course, for the custom piece, and it's actually my favorite table of the bunch, which is my Stitch table. It feels like an elemental table. Like, I look at this table and it just feels like water. I know I use that a lot when I'm describing, sections I created or rooms I created. Just it feels like this certain type of room. That's literally what I'm going for. When I design rooms or sections or areas, I want it to feel like the area I want it to be. And I wanted this to feel like a beautiful beachy table that just fits right into this area. I love it. Like, 100%, I love it. One of the cooler things about this room that I absolutely love is the sound effects. Like, you notice in the first room, of course, we had just the one water feature. But the fact that you had the crackling sound of the fire pit plus the continuing sound of the tank really just feels nice in here. It really does. I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, the sound is a great relaxing time for me in this game. I'm not talking just about the music, but any kind of the sound effects, the waterfalls, the fire pits, the crackling is just so smooth and nice. Like, I love it. I love it. But yeah, everything about this room is just fantastic to me. The mermaid wallpaper, the blue fire pit, the blue lamps. Like, again, y'all know me, I love my blues, and this is the bluest room I think I've ever created. Fabulous room, though. 10 out of 10 would definitely make this my own personal kitchen. I'm not even lying. This is very blue, yes, but I also love the ocean. I'm a big fan of the ocean, love it. That's why blue is one of my favorite colors, because it reminds me of the beautiful ocean that I love so much. This is why I also brought our girl Moana with us, because this was the main room I wanted to show off next to the front room. But why don't we go ahead and move on to the next room? And trust me, guys, it's the complete polar opposite of this. It is not blue. No, no. Can you guess what element it is? And if you guessed correctly that it was the fire element, you were right. This is the fire element room. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This one was a lot more difficult to design than I thought it was gonna be. Granted, fire is one of my favorite elements next to water. But this room was really hard to design because there's not a lot of fire element pieces or any kind of fire-like aesthetics except for a handful of items. So I had to figure out how to craft a room around, well, red and orange, things that remind you of fire. So instead of getting a lot of fire items or fire pictures and stuff like that, I wound up going with more of a fire color theme. Now, one of my favorite pieces when it comes to this room has to be the Jack Fire rug. I love it. I love it. It's the material. I used the shiny material. I don't think I used metal per se, but I've used a very nice shiny material that basically reflects the light off of it, so it almost looks like flames. And that's exactly what I was going for. I didn't want to do just a lot of red furniture. I wanted to do something that really tied in the fire element into this room. And I think this rug, beautiful. I think this rug is perfect. Of course, over here, I had to add this. This was just a little test piece, but it was so cute and so beautiful that I just had to keep it in this room. This was my first testing piece, but it is the poison apple dresser. Granted, you can't see it all that well because I got my piston cup up there, but I thought it was a pretty cool design. And of course we got the Maleficent mirror. We have a fun little bar area. Of course, our sassy broom is always here waiting to serve us beautiful refreshments. I got the statues from Red. I thought these were adorable, and of course it fits in with the red theming I was going for the elements. I know it's not necessarily elements or the movie element, but I still feel like it ties to the room up just a little bit. I think it just passed the tick I need for this room. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of windows that had red in it, except the stone windows from the Halloween event. But I think it works. I think it really ties in well. Of course, we have the gold trimming from the mirror and the music box, and these beautiful little seat-out, relaxing Little Mermaid chairs. I love these. I have them all over the valley. I think these chairs are super cute and super comfortable. And of course, yes, they had to be red. And then just a little TV area, a little seating area, a little hangout area. This is basically like a study room. I thought everything tied in extremely well. Like I said, I didn't want to go with strictly just red colors here, but I really couldn't figure out any other way to make the fire elements come across as easy as I did with, like, say, the first room or the second room. But I think everything ties in super well together. It feels like the element room of fire. It's not the best one, I'm going to be honest. It's not one of the best ones I've done, but I think it does its job and it's super cute. I'm very satisfied with this. Granted, though, I really wish I had more fire elements in this room to make it feel more like a fire element room. This room, though, it is a fun room. It's not one of my favorite rooms in this cabin. Trust me, the first two rooms are my favorite. This one's still cool, though. I like it. It feels like the fire element. I wish I could portray it a little bit more, but I worked with what I got. But let's go ahead, head on to the last room, because we all know what element this is. And the last room of the house is, of course, wind. I think this room is simply beautiful. I did my best to relay what wind is, so I went with something very whimsical and actually feels like wind, you know, instead of actually having like a fan in here that's just blowing at 200 miles an hour like a wind tunnel. I decided to do like an open element to make it feel kind of airy and breathable and very breezy. So let's start with one of my favorite custom pieces, is this rug. I like this rug. I really like this rug. Not as much as I love that table in the kitchen, but this rug is beautiful. It's just simply beautiful. It took me roughly about 20 minutes to get this one the way I wanted it, because I couldn't find out the right size of lanterns and everything. But I think it turned out very well, and it ties in this room. Like, I did this room without the rug, and it just felt a little empty. And this rug really just ties this room in together. Of course, I got the hanging swing bed that I love this bed. I'm not gonna lie, I love this bed, but I have a hard time incorporating it to any kind of room because it just feels very naturey and outdoorsy. But now, if you think about it, it really ties in with that tangle chair I have in the conservatory room. Of course, I added a lot of gold trimming from Tangled, of course, because that one felt more of the most winded kind of Disney movie than anything else. So I figured a lot of elements from Tangled would really make this room feel like the wind element. Of course, we got this cute little fireplace and the globe that really just ties in with the rest of this room because of the goldness to it. The Beauty and the Beast painting, which, funny enough, just it feels very airy, feels very nice. It feels like outside, and that was one of the moves I wanted to convey was outside. It was the best way I can convey wind without just seeming a little gimmicky. Granted, I know the clouds might be a little much, but again, I really wanted to emulate the feeling of the wind here, and I thought clouds would do the best justice. And of course, in this corner, we got this cute little hangout area where you can sit quietly and just read some books and drink your coffee and everything. It's just a cute little bedroom overall. What I find funny about this room is that it feels so open and yet feels so small at the same time. I absolutely love this room though. I think I did my best trying to convey wind. I really wish I had like a cool like wind gimmick thing besides the clouds. Maybe like a cool fireplace that had wind or something with more pillars than just the celestial pillars. But I think overall it tied in extremely well. I think this is the third best out of all the elemental rooms. Like, again guys, don't get me wrong, the fire room was cool. That one was just more of a pain to work with than anything else. I think this room, though, came out splendidly. And that, guys, sadly concludes our tour. I love putting this cabin together. I thought it was really cute and nifty idea, especially after they told us we can use our houses and create whatever we want in there and it doesn't affect our actual house. So it gave me tons of ideas. Maybe in the future I'll buy some more houses and we can definitely create some like crazy rooms and stuff. But we'll have to see in the end how it all turns out. But I think we're going to go ahead and end this little mini tour here. I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic and a wonderful night. And like I said earlier, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below because you never know what's going to happen here. Trust me, I never know. Keep an eye out for more Disney Dreamlight Valley videos because you never know what I might be in a spontaneous mood to do. Could be another project tour, or it could be that house tour video I promised. If that one video got 5 likes, and wouldn't you know, it got 5 likes. So keep an eye out on that. I will have a house tour video for my actual house because I am completely renovating that from top to bottom, so that should be super fun. But guys, that is sadly a story for another day. So until then, my friends, y'all take care.